the revered enlightened prophet Baha'u'llah, the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the Son of God, Lord Jesus Christ, the revered enlightened master and philosopher Confucius, first Sikh Guru Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the revered St. Francis of Assisi, the revered enlightened master and philosopher Lao Tzu, revered Lord Mahavira, the revered enlightened master and philosopher Socrates, the revered enlightened master, prophet, and philosopher Zoroaster. What do these and all other revered enlightened masters and saints have in common? They represent the embodiment of love and compassion as vegetarians and vegans. Pamela Anderson, James Cameron, Miley Cyrus, Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, Mahatma Gandhi, Tobey Maguire, Joaquin Phoenix, Alicia Silverstone, Nikola Tesla, Leo Tolstoy, Shania Twain. What do some of these distinguished people of the past and present have in common? They represent the circle of the vegetarian and vegan elite as some of the most gifted and accomplished people in the world. They also represent the embodiment of love and compassion as vegetarians and vegans.
We now know that animal agriculture is the biggest contributor to climate change.
If a deer ran out in the road when you're driving, you'd swerve to avoid it because you don't want to hit the deer. But yet you would eat a cow. I think it really is fundamentally unnatural.
Because I love them and I care about them.
They feel as we feel. And it's not good for the human soul and for the world for us to mistreat them.
We are vegan, as you would be if you went and saw what happens to animals when they are prepared for food. It is absolutely should be against the law. It's just the most heartbreaking thing in the world. So no one should be eating animals. Everyone should be saving and rescuing animals instead. And vegan food is delicious on top of that.
I am vegan because it's the healthiest way to eat. So I'm vegan.
You should be too. Changed my life when I'm healthier.
My whole world's changed, and I feel happier, and I feel really grateful and inspired.
It's up to all of us to speak up for the animals. They have no voice. And there are terribly, horrifically cruel things being done to them on a daily basis that are absolutely unnecessary and that are also very bad for human health. I think we're at the cusp of a huge revolution in eating, and people are really starting to wake up to the cruelty in factory farming.
It actually benefits the entire planet.
They are some of the countless noble examples of compassion and wisdom. So keep in good company with the noble circle of vegetarian and vegan elite. And the list goes on. Please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VE for further club list and info. Be veg now and join the club.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies, and generous earth, all of which house, nourish, and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our Earth home.
Chào quý khán giả đầy phúc lành means greetings, blessed viewers, in Alexese, also known as Vietnamese. I'm Khoi Yip from the bountiful province of Tây Ninh. Lovable Ao Lac, also known as Vietnam, applauds you for your change of lifestyle for the betterment of self and others spiritually, morally, and for wellness.
بكم متابعينا الكرام means welcome distinguished viewers in Arabic. I am Sama from the ancient city of Aleppo. Rejuvenating Syria admires true heroes, those who fight for peace without weapons. Thank you for being one of them. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Kenya and Djibouti enhance trade and bilateral ties. Upgraded medical facilities for refugees in Pakistan. Syrian opposition forces withdraw from towns. International brands collaborate to improve sustainability. An American basketball player powered by vegan diet. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Kenya and Djibouti join to foster relations. During a meeting between President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, and President of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi, the two nations signed several agreements to boost trade and bilateral ties. Both presidents expressed their country's commitment to regional development, as well as furthering the safety and prosperity of the people. President Kenyatta stated that the cooperation plans built on strong existing bilateral relations are respectful commendations, Your Excellencies Uhuru Kenyatta and Ismail Omar Guelleh, Kenya and Djibouti, for enhancing your partnership. May your fruitful meeting be the beginning of a flourishing era between your peace-loving nations.
Locals and Afghan refugees in Pakistani city receive upgraded kidney treatment. An up-to-date modern kidney medical center has opened in Quetta, in the Pakistani state of Balochistan, providing free dialysis treatment daily to 45 patients, both Pakistanis and Afghan refugees. This modern facility is largely in thanks to the state's health department, Balochistan Institute of Nephrology Quetta, and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR. The initiative came into realization under the Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas program, which works to provide more top services for Afghan refugees and their host residents. Your caring actions improving the quality of lives for Afghans and Pakistanis are much appreciated. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas, and all involved Balochistan health entities may continued support uplift the community until the Afghan refugees are able to return to their beloved homeland with Allah's grace.
Up next, China assists Africa with environmental protection. We're going to sit quietly for a while and thank in our hearts the past and present spiritual practitioners for helping elevate the Earth's atmosphere and reinforcing the spirit of dedication and longing for God. More exceptional news is coming up in just a moment.
I only bring the power to the world. For all of you or for people outside also can use. If they're pure enough and sincere and worthy enough, they can pray to this power. It's all available. Yeah.
To find out more, please join us on Supreme Master Television on Monday, June 25th, 2018 for part 2 of Supreme Master Ching Hai's lecture entitled Have the Teamwork Spirit on Between Master and Disciples.
Hi, I'm Lottie the Leopard, and I'm enjoying the health benefits of being vegan. I'm so happy to be here today with a frugal household tip from Supreme Master Ching Hai. If you don't want to change your toothbrush too often, you can wash it clean after use and run it under boiling water for a few seconds now and then, and or before using. Lots of thanks, Supreme Master Ching Hai, for this resource-saving suggestion. Thank you for tuning in, and much love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all of us humans and non-humans alike. Now, the weather around the world.
China assists African nations in improving environmental conservation. The Group on Earth Observations, or GEO, a 105-country member intergovernmental organization dedicated to bettering the living conditions of humans, has praised China's endeavors in providing environmental consulting in Africa. This includes support in developing efficient soil and water resource management practices so governments can make greener policies for the benefit of their countries. GEO's Senior External Relations Manager, Stephen Ramage, said, China has been kind enough to offer these expertise and knowledge acquired to African nations for free, to help them prioritize environmental conservation even as they pursue economic growth. A splendid ecological salute, China. May African nations continue their eco-positive progress for the benefit of all precious life.
Syrian opposition forces surrender arms. In a new act with Syria's government, the rebel troops handed over their heavy arms and withdrew from the towns of Talbise, Al-Ristan, and Al-Hola in the central province of Homs. The rebels and civilians in those towns will be safely transported to the towns of Jarablus in northern Syria and the Idlib province in the northwestern part of the country. The accord also ensured the return of government institutions and infrastructure in the three towns with the reopening of a main highway. We are deeply gladdened to know of the progress towards harmony in Syria. May Allah continue to shower the great nation of Syria with the blessings of peace and unity.
International brands collaborate to increase sustainability. Nike, H&M, Burberry, and Gap have joined the Make Fashion Circular initiative with the goal of decreasing waste from the fashion industry after a recent study discovered less than 1% of clothing is recycled. Renowned British designer of cruelty-free fashions, Stella McCartney, has already committed to the endeavor. The head of Make Fashion Circular, Francois Souchet, in discussing solutions to the situation said, "We can change this ever-faster model into one in which clothes are never seen as waste, through better design and new leasing and resale business models." What a great idea. We hope to hear more of the creative and earth-saving measures that emerge from this wonderful joining of fashion giants.
Coming up, new FM radio stations air in Cambodia. We are going to give thanks to the luscious tree leaves for providing us cooling shade and essential oxygen. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more outstanding news.
The soul is united with God. The inner is united with the outer. People's hearts are open, filled with respect for each other. In love, we shake hands and make peace. In love, all beings coexist in harmony. Human consciousness elevates rapidly. All beings and the universe are united as one.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
OLAC, also known as Vietnam, funds FM radio stations in Cambodia. The projects were carried out by Voice of Vietnam, a national radio broadcaster, and initiated by the Kaphong Speu and Pre Vinh provinces of Cambodia. The stations will provide current information, help listeners to deepen their intellectual, cultural, and spiritual lives, as well as communicate government information. Up to now, OLAC, or Vietnam, has built a total of 19 radio stations and 2 television stations in Cambodia, and will build 3 more television broadcasting stations during 2018. Our appreciative embrace, OLAC, or Vietnam, for this kind assistance to a cherished neighbor. May the loving people of Cambodia gain much enjoyment and many benefits from the new stations.
Stellar United States basketball player Rebecca Bronson is powered by a vegan diet. Minnesota Lynx basketball forward 36-year-young Rebecca Bronson is the first player in Women's National Basketball Association history to win 5 championship titles, which she credits to her plant-based diet. The Power Forward said, I started as a vegetarian, and a lot of that had to do with the cycle of life. If I could survive without causing harm to anything else, then I wanted to do that. Then I switched to being a vegan. I just decided that I can get everything I needed without eating anything that had anything to do with animals in general. Ms. Bronson also believes her elevated energy levels and performance are due to her healthy eating habits. High five, Rebecca Bronson, for your compassionate choices and all your accomplishments on and off the court. We wish you the best going into your 15th season, and may you and your noble vegan diet become a role model for young players worldwide.
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Asking Directions.
Excuse me, how do I get to the Albert Hall?
Practice?
And now we have a heartline from Fujiho in Japan.
お返事いただけてとても嬉しいです。日本の連絡口、東京センターの方からアドレスを教えていただきました。名前は酒井富士穂です。日本の大分県大分市に住んでいます。ビーガン食を始めたばかりで、準備が整いましたら、マスターの飲診を受けに行く予定です。酒井富士穂より、日本の大分県大分市の
Konnichiwa, Fujiho. That's wonderful news. We're sure you're going to love the compassionate vegan lifestyle. If you need any tips on what to cook, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com for a gift of love, simple and nutritious cooking with Supreme Master Qinghai, as well as vegan cooking show programs. There's also the Supreme Kitchen Cookbook, free to download from smchbooks.com. It truly is a most precious gift to receive initiation into the Kuan Yin method of meditation by Supreme Master Qinghai. We're very happy for you. In the meantime, please continue enjoying our programs, in particular, Master's lectures on Between Master and Disciples in the lead up to your initiation. Wishing you well with heaven's blessings and love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com. We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May your days be graced with wisdom and bliss. Wishing you a blessed week.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com/NWN.
This is Jim Cameron, and you are watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, this is Paula Abdul. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Frances Fisher. Supreme to save the planet. Save yourself.
Hello, I'm Richard Branson. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Ross, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou Hanner, author of The Total Health Makeover. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Georgia Fox, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Persia White. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hello, this is Jeff Goldblum, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Lou Ferrigno. You are watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, this is Matthew Perry. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
Congratulations.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hey, I'm Deborah Gibson. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
Thank you for watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Morgan Freeman, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Supreme Master Television. I like the sound of that.
know what Lady Virtue said to Heracles? Please stay with us for Memorabilia by Xenophon.
Today's program will be presented in Greek with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Greek, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Portuguese, Spanish, and Thai. Ευγενείς θεατές, χαίρετε και καλώς ήλθατε. Το όνομά μου είναι Αλίκη από την Θεσσαλονίκη στην Ελλάδα. Ο εκλεπτισμένος λαός της Ελλάδας προσεύχεται να θριαμβεύεται στην αναζήτηση για κάθε τι ευγενικό. Σήμερα θα σας παρουσιάσουμε το σοκρατικό νόημα της αρετής. Από μνημονεύματα Ξενοφόντος, μέρος 2 από 2. Αρχαία Ελλάδα, μια εποχή που άσκησε επιρροή στην ελληνική ιστορία, θέτοντας τα θεμέλια του δυτικού πολιτισμού με τη γλώσσα, το σύστημα παιδείας, την φιλοσοφία, την πολιτική, την τέχνη και τις επιστήμες. Ο Σοκράτης γεννήθηκε γύρω στο 469 π.Χ. στην Αθήνα στην Ελλάδα. Πολλοί τον θεωρούν πατέρα της δυτικής φιλοσοφίας. Άλλοι πιστεύουν ότι ο Σοκράτης ήταν οξυδερκής δάσκαλος και φωτισμένη ύπαρξη. Οι περισσότερες πληροφορίες για τον Σοκράτη, την ζωή και την φιλοσοφία του καταγράφηκαν μετά το θάνατό του από 2 μαθητές του, τον Πλάτωνα και τον Ξενοφόντα. Αυτοί οι μαθητές έγραψαν πολλά βιβλία για τον δάσκαλό τους, με κύριο χαρακτήρα φυσικά τον Σοκράτη. Μέσα από αυτά τα έργα μαθαίνουμε και εμείς τις διδασκαλίες του Σοκράτη. Πίστευε ότι ο κύριος σκοπός της ζωής του ανθρώπου εδώ στην γη είναι η ανακάλυψη της αλήθειας. Έλεγε ότι οι περισσότεροι άνθρωποι επικεντρώνουν την ζωή τους στην οικογένεια, το επάγγελμα και τις κοινωνικές υποχρεώσεις, ενώ στην ουσία θα έπρεπε να νοιάζονται για το καλό της ψυχής τους. Δείχνοντας έμπρακτη συμπόνια για κάθε μορφή ζωής, ο Σοκράτης ακολουθούσε χορτοφαγική διατροφή, χωρίς ζωικά προϊόντα, ενθαρρύνοντας και τους άλλους να κάνουν το ίδιο. Σήμερα σας παρουσιάζουμε την φιλοσοφία του Σοκράτη μέσα από ένα απόσπασμα διαλόγου γραμμένο από τον Ξενοφόντα με τίτλο «Από μνημονεύματα». Τι είπε ο Σοκράτης, δεν νομίζεις, Αρίστιπε, ότι από αυτά τα πράγματα διαφέρουν τα εκούσια από τα ακούσια, αφού αυτός που μένει νηστικός με τη θέλησή του μπορεί να φάει όποτε θέλει και αυτός που διψά με την θέλησή του μπορεί να πει και τα άλλα το ίδιο. Ενώ όποιος παθαίνει αυτά τα πράγματα από ανάγκη δεν μπορεί να απαλλαγεί όταν θέλει. Έπειτα όποιος ταλαιπωρείται εθελοντικά εφραίνεται κοπιάζοντας με καλή ελπίδα. Τέτοια βραβεία για τους σκόπους δεν είναι βέβαια ιδιαίτερα αξιόλογα. Ενώ όσοι κοπιάζουν για να αποκτήσουν καλούς φίλους ή για να υποτάξουν τους εχθρούς τους ή για να γίνουν δυνατοί στο σώμα και στην ψυχή και έτσι να διοικούν καλά το σπίτι τους και να ευεργετούν τους φίλους τους και την πατρίδα, πώς δεν είναι σωστό να θεωρείς ότι κοπιάζουν με χαρά για τέτοια πράγματα και ζουν ευχαριστημένοι, υπερήφανοι για τον εαυτό τους και δεχόμενοι τους επένους και τον φθόνο των άλλων? Επιπλέον, οι εύκολες πράξεις και οι ειδονές που έρχονται αμέσως δεν μπορούν ούτε ευεξία στο σώμα να εξασφαλίσουν, όπως λένε οι γυμναστές, ούτε και στο πνεύμα παρέχουν αξιόλογη γνώση. Αντίθετα, οι υπομονετικές φροντίδες μας κάνουν να κατορθώνουμε καλά και αγαθά έργα, όπως λένε οι γενναίοι άνδρες. Λέει κάπου ο Ησίωδος. Την κακία μπορείς να την αποκτήσεις άφθονη και εύκολα. Ο δρόμος είναι ομαλός και κατοικεί πολύ κοντά σου. Αλλά μπροστά στην αρετή οι αθάνατοι θεοί υδρότα έβαλαν. Ο δρόμος προς αυτή είναι μακρύς και ανηφορικός και ανώμαλος στην αρχή. Όταν όμως φτάσεις στο τέρμα, εύκολος είναι έπειτα και αν έχεις δυσκολίες. Ο Επίχαρμος είπε: «Μα και ο σοφιστής Πρόδικος στο σύγγραμμά του για τον Ηρακλή, το οποίο βέβαια επιδεικνύει σε πολλούς, με τον ίδιο τρόπο αναφέρεται στην αρετή, λέγοντας κάτι τέτοιο από όσο θυμάμαι». Λέει δηλαδή ότι όταν ο Ηρακλής γινόταν από παιδί έφηβος, όταν οι νέοι έχοντας γίνει πια κύριοι του εαυτού τους, δείχνουν αν θα ακολουθήσουν τον δρόμο της αρετής στην ζωή τους ή τον δρόμο της κακίας. Βγήκε σε τόπο έρημο, κάθισε και αναρωτιόταν ποιον από τους δύο δρόμους θα ακολουθήσει. Εμφανίστηκαν μπροστά του δύο γυναίκες υψηλόσωμες, η μια πιο ευπρεπής στην εμφάνιση με φυσική ευγένεια, στολισμένη στο σώμα με καθαριότητα, στα μάτια με συστολή, στο παράστημα με σοφροσύνη, ντυμένη με λευκό φόρεμα, ενώ η άλλη θρεμμένη ώστε να είναι παχύσαρκη και μαλθακή, καλοπισμένη ώστε το δέρμα της να φαίνεται λευκότερο και πιο κόκκινο από το πραγματικό και το παράστημά της να φαίνεται ψηλότερο από το φυσικό, με τα μάτια ανασηκωμένα και με φόρεμα από το οποίο διαφαινόταν με λαμπρότητα η νεανική της ομορφιά. Κοιτούσε συχνά τον εαυτό της, εξέταζε αν την παρατηρούσε και κάποιος άλλος. Πολλές φορές έριχνε το βλέμμα της ακόμα και στη σκιά της. Καθώς πλησίαζαν στον Ηρακλή, αυτή που αναφέρθηκε πρώτη προχωρούσε με τον ίδιο τρόπο, ενώ η άλλη, θέλοντας να την προφτάσει, πλησίασε γρήγορα τον Ηρακλή και του είπε: «Σε βλέπω, Ηρακλή, να αναρωτιέσαι ποιο δρόμο να ακολουθήσεις στην ζωή σου. Αν λοιπόν κάνεις εμένα φίλη σου, θα σε οδηγήσω στον πιο ευχάριστο και πιο εύκολο δρόμο. Θα γευτείς όλες τις απολαύσεις και θα περάσεις όλη σου την ζωή χωρίς να δοκιμάσεις τίποτα δυσάρεστο. Πρώτα-πρώτα δεν θα φροντίσεις για ενοχλητικά πράγματα, αλλά θα περάσεις την ζωή σου εξετάζοντας πώς θα κοιμηθείς όσο γίνεται πιο μαλακά και πώς θα πετύχεις όλα αυτά με όσο το δυνατό με λιγότερο κόπο. Γιατί εγώ παρέχω στους φίλους μου το δικαίωμα να ωφελούνται από παντού». Ο Ηρακλής, ακούγοντας αυτά, είπε: «Γυναίκα, ποιο είναι το όνομά σου?» Εκείνη είπε: «Οι φίλοι μου με ονομάζουν Ευδαιμονία. Όσοι με μισούν, παρανομάζοντας, με ονομάζουν Κακία». Στο μεταξύ, η άλλη γυναίκα πλησίασε και είπε: «Έχω έλθει σε σένα, Ηρακλή, αφού γνωρίζω τους γεννήτορές σου και έχω μάθει καλά τη φύση σου και την ανατροφή σου, με τα οποία νομίζω, αν πάρεις τον δρόμο που οδηγεί σε μένα, μπορείς να γίνεις καλός δημιουργός όμορφων και σπουδαίων έργων και εγώ θα φανώ ακόμη πιο έντιμη και θα διακριθώ περισσότερο από τις καλές σου πράξεις. Δεν θα σε εξαπατήσω με προλόγους για ειδονές, αλλά θα σου διηγηθώ με ειλικρίνεια τα γεγονότα όπως τα όρισαν οι θεοί». Οι θεοί δηλαδή δεν έχουν δώσει στους ανθρώπους τίποτα πραγματικά καλό και σπουδαίο χωρίς κόπο και φροντίδα. Αν θέλεις να είσαι αγαπητός στους φίλους, πρέπει να τους ευεργετείς. Αν έχεις την αξίωση να σε θαυμάσει όλη η Ελλάδα για την αρετή σου, πρέπει να προσπαθείς να την ευεργετείς. Αν θέλεις να σου αποφέρει η γη άφθονους καρπούς, πρέπει να την καλλιεργείς. Αλλά ακόμα και αν θέλεις να έχεις σωματική δύναμη, πρέπει να συνηθίσεις το σώμα σου, να υπηρετεί το νου σου και να το γυμνάζεις με κόπο και υδρότα. Η Κακία, πάλι παίρνοντας τον λόγο, όπως λέει ο Πρόδικος, είπε: «Καταλαβαίνεις, Ηρακλή, πόσο δύσκολος και μακρύς είναι ο δρόμος για την ευδαιμονία που σου περιγράφει η γυναίκα αυτή? Εγώ αντίθετα θα σε οδηγήσω στην ευτυχία από εύκολο και σύντομο δρόμο. Η αρετή απάντησε, «Άθλια, και τι καλό έχεις εσύ? Ή ποια ευχαρίστηση γνωρίζεις εσύ που δεν θέλεις να κάνεις τίποτα για να την αποκτήσεις? Εσύ που δεν αναμένεις την επιθυμία των ειδονών, αλλά χορταίνεις από όλες αυτές προτού τις επιθυμήσεις, που τρως προτού πεινάσεις, που πίνεις προτού διψάσεις, βρίσκοντας μαγείρους για να φας ευχάριστα, και προμηθεύεσαι πολυτελή κρασιά για να πιείς με ευχαρίστηση, και τρέχοντας από εδώ και από εκεί αναζητάς χιόνια το καλοκαίρι για να κοιμηθείς άνετα, και κάνεις μαλακά όχι μόνο τα στρώματα, αλλά και τα κρεβάτια και τα υποστηρίγματα των κρεβατιών. Αλλά εγώ συναναστρέφομαι τους θεούς και τους αγαθούς ανθρώπους. Καμιά καλή πράξη, θεϊκή ή ανθρώπινη, δεν γίνεται χωρίς εμένα. Έχω τιμές περισσότερο από όλους και από τους θεούς και από τους ανθρώπους, από τους οποίους ταιριάζει να τιμώμε, αγαπητή βοηθός στους τεχνίτες, πιστή φύλακα σπιτιών για τους οικοδεσπότες, άριστη κοινωνός της φιλίας. Έχουν και οι δικοί μου φίλοι την γλυκιά απόλαυση του φαγητού και του ποτού χωρίς σκόπο, γιατί συγκρατούνται ώσπου να τα επιθυμήσουν. Ο ύπνος έρχεται σε αυτούς πιο γλυκός παρά σε όσους δεν κοπιάζουν και δεν στεναχωριούνται όταν το εγκαταλείπουν, ούτε εξαιτίας του παραμελούν το καθήκον τους. Οι νέοι χαίρονται με τους επένους των πιο ηλικιωμένων και οι γεροντότεροι αγάλλονται με τις τιμές των νέων. Ευχάριστα θυμούνται τις παλιές πράξεις τους, ευχαριστιούνται κάνοντας σωστά τις τωρινές, είναι αγαπητοί στους θεούς και στους φίλους, χάρη σε μένα και έντιμοι απέναντι στην πατρίδα τους. Όταν φτάσει το μοιραίο τέλος, δεν μένουν στο τάφο, ξεχασμένοι και χωρίς τιμές, αλλά εξακολουθούν να ζουν στους αιώνες, μνημονευόμενοι και απολαμβάνοντας ύμνους.
Αν κοπιάσεις σε όλη σου τη ζωή για τέτοια πράγματα, Ηρακλή, γε αγαθών γονέων, θα μπορέσεις να αποκτήσεις την πιο αξιομακάριστη ευδαιμονία.
Κάπως έτσι διηγείται ο πρόδικος την εκπαίδευση του Ηρακλή από την αρετή. Διακόσμησε όμως τα λόγια μου με πιο μεγαλόπρεπες λέξεις από ό,τι έχω εγώ τώρα. Αξίζει λοιπόν, Αρίστιπε, έχοντας στο μυαλό σου αυτά, να προσπαθήσεις να φροντίσεις για την μέλωσα ζωή σου.
For more details on English texts, please visit the Perseus Digital Library at www.perseus.tufts.edu/hopper/collections.
Όμορφοι θεατές, εκτιμούμε τη συντροφιά σας σήμερα για το σοκρατικό νόημα της αρετής, από μνημονεύματα Ξενοφόντος, μέρος 2 από 2, στα λόγια Σοφίας. Ελπίζουμε να βρήκατε τη σειρά χρήσιμη και να επισκεφτείτε ξανά στο μέλλον για έμπνευση. Παρακαλούμε, μείνετε συντονισμένοι στην τηλεόραση της Ανώτατης Δασκάλας. Ακολουθεί το πρόγραμμα βελτιώνοντας την διαχείριση γεωργίας, εδάφους και δασών σε ολόκληρο τον πλανήτη. Μέρος 1 από 3. Μακάρι ο ουρανός να ευλογεί την αγνή καρδιά σας. Lovely viewers, we appreciate your company today for the Socratic meaning of virtue, Memorabilia by Xenophon, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. We hope you found the series helpful and will revisit it in the future for inspiration. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is Enhancing Agriculture, Soil and Forest Management Across the Globe, Part 1 of 3. May the heavens bless your pure heart. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Marianne Thieme co-founded the Party for Animals in the Netherlands, a political party with the stated platform that animals are to be treated with respect by humans. She is the leader of the party in the Dutch Parliament. Ms. Thieme clearly defined what it would mean to the United Kingdom if its citizens adopted a diet with no meat.
If everyone in the UK eats no meat for 7 days a week, they would save 91 megatons of greenhouse gas emissions. Indeed, this would be the same as eliminating all greenhouse gas emissions from 12.5 million households in the UK. That's half of the UK households. If all British people ate a meat-free diet for 6 days a week, this would create greater carbon savings than removing all the cars off the UK roads. 29 million cars. If everyone in the UK abstained from eating meat 5 days a week, they would save 65 megatons of CO2 of greenhouse gas emissions. This would save more than emission reductions would be achieved if the total electricity use of all households in the UK was eliminated. If all British people ate no meat for 4 days a week, they would save 52 megatons of CO2 of greenhouse gas emissions. This would lead to greater carbon savings than taking 70% of all cars in the UK off the road. And 3 days, no meat, would have the same positive effect on reducing greenhouse gas emissions as replacing all household appliances such as fridges, freezers, dishwashers and washing machines with energy-efficient ones. Insulting walls, installing double glassing, energy-efficient boilers and a thermostat.
Ireland's most widely read daily newspaper, Irish Independent, invited Supreme Master Ching Hai for a telephone interview to share her views on what needs to be done to save the planet. The following is an excerpt from Supreme Master Ching Hai's answer to the Irish Independent journalist's question of what kind of world we will have if we all become vegetarian.
We will not have any more earth, we will have heaven. Because the atmosphere that we generate, which is all loving and kind due to the vegetarian diet, which means no killing, no abusing and no suffering to animal, and also no sickness for us, will be more peaceful, more benevolence. The positive, we attract positive, and we will have abundance of all necessity, and we have a happy conscience. And the loving heart will return to our beings, human and animals alike, and then we will be living in perfect harmony and peace.
Go green to save the planet. For more urgent details, please see www.suprememastertv.com/SOS.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies, and generous earth, all of which house, nourish, and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our Earth home.
Chào quý khán giả đầy phúc lành means greetings, blessed viewers in Alexese, also known as Vietnamese. I'm Khoi Yip from the bountiful province of Tây Ninh. Lovable Ao Lac, also known as Vietnam, applauds you for your change of lifestyle for the betterment of self and others spiritually, morally, and for wellness.
بكم متابعينا الكرام means welcome distinguished viewers in Arabic. I am Sama from the ancient city of Aleppo. Rejuvenating Syria admires true heroes, those who fight for peace without weapons. Thank you for being one of them. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Kenya and Djibouti enhance trade and bilateral ties. Upgraded medical facilities for refugees in Pakistan. Syrian opposition forces withdraw from towns. International brands collaborate to improve sustainability. And American basketball player powered by vegan diet. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Kenya and Djibouti join to foster relations. During a meeting between President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, and President of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi, the two nations signed several agreements to boost trade and bilateral ties. Both presidents expressed their country's commitment to regional development as well as furthering the safety and prosperity of the people. President Kenyatta stated that the cooperation plans built on strong existing bilateral relations are respectful commendations, Your Excellencies Uhuru Kenyatta and Ismail Omar Guelleh, Kenya and Djibouti, for enhancing your partnership. May your fruitful meeting be the beginning of a flourishing era between your peace-loving nations.
Locals and Afghan refugees in Pakistani city receive upgraded kidney treatment. An up-to-date modern kidney medical center has opened in Quetta, in the Pakistani state of Balochistan, providing free dialysis treatment daily to 45 patients, both Pakistanis and Afghan refugees. This modern facility is largely in thanks to the state's health department, Balochistan Institute of Nephrology Quetta, and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR. The initiative came into realization under the Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas program, which works to provide more top services for Afghan refugees and their host residents. Your caring actions improving the quality of lives for Afghans and Pakistanis are much appreciated. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas, and all involved Balochistan health entities may continued support uplift the community until the Afghan refugees are able to return to their beloved homeland with Allah's grace.
Up next, China assists Africa with environmental protection. We're going to sit quietly for a while and thank in our hearts the past and present spiritual practitioners for helping elevate the Earth's atmosphere and reinforcing the spirit of dedication and longing for God. More exceptional news is coming up in just a moment.
Looking for the coolest shop in town? At thecelestialshop.com, I can find everything I need at the tip of my paw. SM-loving vegan dog food? Crunchy, scrumptious, yum, yum. I can eat them all day. Wow, look what I found! A nice spacious house where I get to have my own patio and sunroof. And look at the selection of happy doggy clothes. So many different designs to choose from, and in all different sizes. Makes any dog want to snuggle into a new pair of clothes. They even have the most comfortable bed in the whole wide world. So soft and cozy, and the base is anti-skid and waterproof. Makes me feel like a king. Finally, a store just for me. Woohoo! I'm in dog heaven. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come see what's here for you. TheCelestialShop.com.
Hi, I'm Lottie the Leopard, and I'm enjoying the health benefits of being vegan. I'm so happy to be here today with a frugal household tip from Supreme Master Ching Hai. If you don't want to change your toothbrush too often, you can wash it clean after use and run it under boiling water for a few seconds now and then, and or before using. Lots of thanks, Supreme Master Ching Hai, for this resource-saving suggestion. Thank you for tuning in, and much love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all of us humans and non-humans alike. Now, the weather around the world.
China assists African nations in improving environmental conservation. The Group on Earth Observations, or GEO, a 105-country member intergovernmental organization dedicated to bettering the living conditions of humans, has praised China's endeavors in providing environmental consulting in Africa. This includes support in developing efficient soil and water resource management practices so governments can make greener policies for the benefit of their countries. GEO's Senior External Relations Manager, Stephen Ramage, said, China has been kind enough to offer these expertise and knowledge acquired to African nations for free, to help them prioritize environmental conservation even as they pursue economic growth. A splendid ecological salute, China. May African nations continue their eco-positive progress for the benefit of all precious life.
Syrian opposition forces surrender arms. In a new agreement with Syria's government, the rebel troops handed over their heavy arms and withdrew from the towns of Talbise, Al-Ristan, and Al-Hola in the central province of Homs. The rebels and civilians in those towns will be safely transported to the towns of Jarablus in northern Syria and the Idlib province in the northwestern part of the country. The accord also ensured the return of government institutions and infrastructure in the three towns with the reopening of a main highway. We are deeply gladdened to know of the progress towards harmony in Syria. May Allah continue to shower the great nation of Syria with the blessings of peace and unity.
International brands collaborate to increase sustainability. Nike, H&M, Burberry, and Gap have joined the Make Fashion Circular initiative with the goal of decreasing waste from the fashion industry after a recent study discovered less than 1% of clothing is recycled. Renowned British designer of cruelty-free fashions, Stella McCartney, has already committed to the endeavor. The head of Make Fashion Circular, Francois Souchet, in discussing solutions to the situation said, we can change this ever-faster model into one in which clothes are never seen as waste, through better design and new leasing and resale business models. What a great idea. We hope to hear more of the creative and earth-saving measures that emerge from this wonderful joining of fashion giants.
Coming up, new FM radio stations air in Cambodia. We are going to give thanks to the luscious tree leaves for providing us cooling shade and essential oxygen. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more outstanding news.
Not a choice. It's a noble duty to save the planet. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
OLAC, also known as Vietnam, funds FM radio stations in Cambodia. The projects were carried out by Voice of Vietnam, a national radio broadcaster, and initiated by the Kaphon Spu and Pre Vinh provinces of Cambodia. The stations will provide current information, help listeners to deepen their intellectual, cultural, and spiritual lives, as well as communicate government information. Up to now, OLAC, or Vietnam, has built a total of 19 radio stations and 2 television stations in Cambodia, and will build 3 more television broadcasting stations during 2018. Our appreciative embrace, OLAC, or Vietnam, for this kind assistance to a cherished neighbor. May the loving people of Cambodia gain much enjoyment and many benefits from the new stations.
Stellar United States basketball player Rebecca Bronson is powered by a vegan diet. Minnesota Lynx basketball forward 36-year-young Rebecca Bronson is the first player in Women's National Basketball Association history to win 5 championship titles, which she credits to her plant-based diet. The power forward said, "I started as a vegetarian, and a lot of that had to do with the cycle of life. If I could survive without causing harm to anything else, then I wanted to do that. Then I switched to being a vegan. I just decided that I can get everything I needed without eating anything that had anything to do with animals in general." Ms. Bronson also believes her elevated energy levels and performance are due to her healthy eating habits. High five, Rebecca Bronson, for your compassionate choices and all your accomplishments on and off the court. We wish you the best going into your 15th season, and may you and your noble vegan diet become a role model for young players worldwide.
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Asking Directions.
Excuse me, how do I get to the Albert Hall?
Practice.
And now we have a heartline from Fujiho in Japan.
お返事いただけてとても嬉しいです。日本の連絡口、東京センターの方からアドレスを教えていただきました。名前は酒井富士穂です。日本の大分県大分市に住んでいます。ビーガン食を始めたばかりで、準備が整いましたら、マスターの妊娠を受けに行く予定です。酒井富士穂より、日本の大分県大分市の
Konnichiwa, Fujiho. That's wonderful news. We're sure you're going to love the compassionate vegan lifestyle. If you need any tips on what to cook, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com for a gift of love, simple and nutritious cooking with Supreme Master Qinghai, as well as vegan cooking show programs. There's also the Supreme Kitchen Cookbook, free to download from smchbooks.com. It truly is a most precious gift to receive initiation into the Kuan Yin method of meditation by Supreme Master Qinghai. We're very happy for you. In the meantime, please continue enjoying our programs, in particular, Master's lectures on Between Master and Disciples in the lead up to your initiation. Wishing you well with heaven's blessings and love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com. We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May your days be graced with wisdom and bliss. Wishing you a blessed week.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com/NWN.
Bangladesh, a warning of changes to come. One Bangladeshi home is lost every 6 minutes. Each hour, according to the Coastal Watch, based in the capital city of Dhaka, 11 Bangladeshis lose their homes to rising waters. The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, calculates that by 2050, 17% of Bangladesh will be gone, causing 20 million people to have to relocate.
Imagine if these people have nowhere to go. And then they will all run into the city, higher land. At that time, there's too many people to go, even for us even to go to rescue or to help, because it's too many. And then they will have no home. They will lose everything, nothing to lose anymore, and they will be very chaotic. It does concern everybody, because if they come in hundreds of thousands at the same time, hungry, stressed, disoriented, starving, and confused, they do anything. They don't know anything anymore at that time. It's too big grievance for them to even keep their mind together. It will be terrible. So we better be prepared, and whoever in authority and have power must use it to change the way we live our life. We have to clean up our planet, and quick.
Be veg. Go green to save the planet.
For more urgent details, please visit suprememastertv.com/SOS.
Farmers in Burkina Faso in the Sahel region have found ways to overcome droughts and soil desertification. They have developed a simple but ingenious water harvesting method, which involves digging pits in the soil to catch water and concentrate compost. Watch on to find out more about how African nations are bettering their soil management practices.
Hello, distinguished friends. We are privileged to present today Chen Yishen, a university student from Taipei, Taiwan, also known as Formosa. Mr. Chen is a forestry and resource conservation student at the prestigious National Taiwan University and will soon graduate with a Bachelor's of Science degree. He is currently a research assistant in the university's Soil Biogeochemistry Lab and helps to collect and analyze data from the National Taiwan University Experimental Forest. Previously, Mr. Chen served as an intern at Academia Sinica's Biodiversity Research Center and the Taiwan Forestry Research Institute's Forestry Economics Division, where he assisted with soil and forestry-related research.
喜欢冒险的观众，我是陈奕生，来自友善的台湾。台湾又称为福尔摩沙，我们福尔摩沙人民为您所坚守的高雅生活方式感到骄傲。欢迎收看强化全球农业土壤与森林管理3集系列节目的第1集。在今天的节目中，我们将前往多元与壮丽的非洲大陆，了解当地一些正在进行的环保改革。首先，让我们先来探讨土壤管理的进展。土壤是农业、森林和林地生态系统当中很重要的一部分。健康的土壤有助于调节生态系统的重要过程，例如养分的吸收、分解和水分的供应。总而言之，土壤管理有助于提升农业用地的品质。健康的土壤能创造健全的粮物系统，并提高作物的产量。这对非洲来说特别重要，因为非洲是世界上人口第2多的大陆。再者，尽管非洲的面积是世界第2大洲，却有大片的土地不能作为农业的用途。随着气候变迁造成的相关影响越来越多，包括雨水短缺、荒漠化已经成为许多地区的挑战。因此，土壤管理是非洲粮食安全的一个重大议题。好消息是，非洲有几个地方农民已经开始以永续方式来管理他们的农业土壤， 以改善粮食的生产。有一些恢复退化旱地并同时提高土壤肥沃度的显著案例，例如布吉纳法索、加纳、摩洛哥、马拉维和伊索比亚。布吉纳法索的萨赫勒地区，当地农民已经找到方法克服干旱和土壤沙漠化。他们想出一种简单而巧妙的集水方法，也就是在土壤中挖坑洞，用来集水和集中堆肥。这些坑洞当地人称为栽坑，深20到30公分，相距90公分。这些坑洞在作物根部附近可以收集水分，防止雨水白白流失。结果显示非常有效。这些坑洞增进土地的有效利用，同时还增加了农民的作物产量和收入。借由这些永续性的农业施作方式，农民们的谷物产量从每公顷400公斤增加到将近900公斤。此外，当地人还沿着农场和石堤边种植了树木，为的就是努力恢复退化农地的生产力，一般称为农林兼作。树木也提供了为气候，可以改善土壤品质，提高地下水位，并减少土壤侵蚀。加纳濒临西非几内亚湾，这个国家不但广泛采行有机农耕，还设法推广环境永续发展，改善粮食安全，发展健康的生活形态，在减少碳排放这方面也大获成功。有机农业的成功要归功于加纳农民获得支持与教育。例如，加纳农业网络有限公司 GHAFAN 提供了友善环境的操作与农耕基础设施建制的技术资源。多年来，越来越多的农民专门从事有机温室蔬菜的生产及出口，例如罗马番茄、辣椒和甜椒。此外，该国还设立了加纳有机农业促进联盟，这是在加纳由个人、私营、非营利及非政府组织组成的联盟，其任务是与农民密切合作，共同促进永续农业发展。该联盟的目标是与农民分享施行有机农业的相关讯息，帮助他们学习最佳技术，以运用在他们的农场之中。农业与粮食安全杂志2016年发表了关于加纳有机可可农业的科学研究。该研究得出结论，有机耕作的农民比惯行农法的农民拥有更永续的谋生之道。应鼓励农民施行有机农业，来改善生计，并加强对气候变迁的调适能力。我们要花点时间为世界各地所有的农民祈求丰收。一则简短讯息后，我们马上回来。
Formosa's first International Artist Day celebration, 2018, A Tribute to Artists, Part 3 of 8. Watch on Tuesday, June 26th, to find out more.
"欢迎关怀地球的观众回来一同收看加强全球农业、土壤与森林管理3集节目系列的第1集。在非洲，土壤劣化大大地降低了农业产量，最终导致粮食安全问题。气候变迁加剧了这种情况的严重性。事实上，气候变迁对粮食安全的影响已成为非洲甚至全世界关注的议题。在摩洛哥马拉喀什举行的2016年联合国气候变迁会议上，来自世界各地的政治领袖和活动人士齐聚一堂， 讨论气候变迁的议题及促进未来更永续的策略。在会议期间，此议题纳入了第22届缔约方大会中 COP22， 为政府、当地从业人员和其他组织提供了一个平台，介绍并分享了提高粮食生产力与安全，以及提升农业对气候调适力的经验与方法。摩洛哥的农业发展总理事会董事长穆罕默德·艾特卡迪博士说，我们已将这次缔约方大会作为非洲的缔约方会议，它提供了独特的机会，在非洲向大家展示非洲的行动。巴黎协定就明确提及要维护粮食安全。我认为解决农业与粮食安全的意愿似乎终于正产生一些影响。非洲农民持续正向改变农耕的方式，来解决粮食安全的问题。例如，在非洲东南部的国家马拉维，现在农民在他们的田地里种植白刺槐。这些多刺的树木通常被称为白金合欢，可以长到30米高。这种树有很深的轴根，因此对干旱有很强的抵抗力。白金合欢在许多方面都被证明是非常有益的，它们可以为作物提供遮荫，防止土壤侵蚀，并有助于把空气中的氮固定到土壤中。白金合欢有一个很重要的特征，是会在雨季时落叶。这些叶子可以增加土壤中极为重要的有机质，也增加了土壤的肥沃度。叶子也可作为食物和药物。当玉米田种了这些原生种树木时，马拉维农民的玉米产量从每公顷不到2吨，增加到每公顷生产近4吨。在非洲东北部的伊索比亚，牲畜的过度放牧导致土壤侵蚀、荒漠化及饥荒的风险提高。然而，大部分农田现在正使用永续性的土地管理技术来进行复育。除了挖掘沟渠来收集雨水之外，农民还增加覆盖物来修复土壤的品质。当地也种植先驱植物，让硬实的土壤变松，并提供遮荫。这是与大自然和谐共处真正美好的例子，而且为未来的繁荣奠定了基础。特别是在伊索比亚的提格雷地区，农民改用农林间作的方式，就是将农作物和树木并排种植在同一片土地上。这些努力的成果相当显著。世界资源研究所的高级研究员克里斯·瑞什博士评论说，以提格雷地区的经验，现在已富裕了224000公顷的土地，这表示旱地区域的植被可以富裕得非常快。提格雷地区现在比10年前更安全。提格雷地区退化土地的富裕规模，可能是世界其他地方都无法比拟的。尼日是非洲中部的一个国家，该国农民见证了树林在提高农业产量方面发挥的重要功用。树木不仅经由落叶将氮和腐殖质带到土壤中，还保留了水分，减少了土壤侵蚀，为农作物提供了更加凉爽的微气候。自20世纪80年代以来，尼日一直在施行农民管理自然再生计划。许多农民在农作物旁种树，或保留了树木。这个农民管理自然再生计划非常成功。估计自该计划开始以来，尼日已经种植了2亿棵树。现在，该国有500万公顷的农林间作地。在这片重新造林的土地上，粮食产量每年增加60万吨。尼日是非洲唯一在过去20年里实际增加森林覆盖率的国家。事实上，这个计划被誉为是世界上最成功的重新造林计划。赞赏非洲施行这些永续农业措施， 这些计划想必可以提供非洲陆地更高的粮食安全程度与一个更美丽的星球。感谢爱心满满的观众一同收看今天的节目，加强全球农业土壤与森林管理3集节目系列的第1集，请于7月2日继续收看，和我们一同了解中东地区一些令人振奋的永续发展。敬请锁定无上师电视台。接着请收看从根本治疗东方医生的观点2集之1。愿世界上所有众生都有充足的食物，也愿我们继续保护与照顾慷慨又善良的大地之母。We appreciate caring viewers your company today for part 1 of our 3-part series, Enhancing Agriculture, Soil and Forest Management Across the Globe. Join us again on July 2nd as we learn about some of the exciting developments in sustainability in the Middle East. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for hearing from the roots, perspectives from Oriental medicine doctors, part 1 of 2, coming up next. May all beings in the world have sufficient food, and may we continue to protect and care for our generous and kind Mother Earth. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/PE.
In a new era of conditions dangerously affected by global warming, the world's waters are rapidly running dry, creating crises for wild habitats and human civilizations. The following are some of the seas, rivers, lakes, and underground water reserves we have lost or are losing, impacting the livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people, animals, farming, lives, electricity, and threatening with CO2 and methane release, exacerbating climate change.
World's major rivers are dying. 1/3 are gone or going. Groundwater wells for 3 billion people are drying up. Top 10 global river systems dying, ebbing away. China's Salween River, Europe's Danube, South Africa's La Plata, North America, Rio Grande, India's Ganges, Pakistan's Indus, Africa's Nile and Lake Victoria, Australia's Murray-Darling, Southeast Asia's Mekong Lankan, China's Yangtze, due to dams, over-extraction, overfishing and climate change. Major lakes dried up or drying, not including dangerous side effects such as release of CO2, methane and other gases.
The following is a list of some of the most vital and largest bodies of water which are dying or completely gone.
Africa. Rivers for Mount Kenya, most lakes in Kenya, Africa's largest lake, Lake Victoria, Africa's 4th largest lake, Lake Chad, world's longest Nile River, world's 3rd longest Niger River, rivers and streams in Kawama, Zambia, Tanzania's Lake Natron, Tanzania's Lake Manyara.
North America. Great Lakes of USA and Canada, Lakes Michigan, Huron, Superior, St. Clair. Emergency water supply from Great Lakes jeopardized. Arctic ponds on Canada's Ellesmere Island. San Gabriel River, California. Canyon Lake, Texas. 10,000 plus lakes in Alaska. Colorado River. Largest U.S. reservoir, Lake Mead. James River, Virginia. Elephant Butte and Caballo Reservoirs. Upper Colorado River Basin. Thurman Lake, South Carolina. Brule, Popple, Pine and Menominee Rivers, Wisconsin. Lake Mendocino Reservoir in Northern California, Folsom Lake Reservoir, California, water bodies near Tampa Bay, Florida, USA, Ogallala Aquifer, USA, Mexico's Lerma Chapala Santiago River Basin, Rio Grande or Rio Norte River.
Central and South America. Chile's Glacier Lake Tempano, Chile's Cachet Lake, Iguazu Falls, UNESCO Heritage Site in Argentina and Brazil, Bolivia's Lake Pupo, Paraguay's river water losses lead to declared emergency state, Peru's aquifer drained too fast, Uruguay's 4 main reservoirs critically low.
Europe. River Greta in Teesdale, UK, dried.
Britain's Mersey, Upper Wharfe and Severn rivers among the nation's 1/3 that are at risk of drying completely in summers.
Many rivers, lakes, estuaries and aquifers in England and Wales, low. Germany's Elbe River, Germany's Rhine River, Cyprus's Kouros Reservoir gone, must ship water from Greece. Northern Greece's Lake Koroneia. Over 1,000 large lakes in Siberia, Russia, dried up, likely having drained into permafrost melting beneath. Turkey's second largest lake, Lake Tuz, now a desert. Turkey's lakes and wetlands in Konya Basin dried up. Many of Turkey's large lakes. Turkey's Lake Kozanla, Turkey's Lake Yavushko, Turkey's Lake Meke, Turkey's largest river, Kazalama.
Oceania. Australia's Murray-Darling River, Lake Colac, largest in Victoria, Australia, dried for first time in modern history. Australia's Lake Bolac, Tasmania's Craigbourne Dam emptied. Australia's Kakadu National Park freshwater wetlands. New Zealand prepares water use restriction as river levels drop.
Middle East. The Hamoun's wetlands, which once connected Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, is now a dust bowl, forcing people to move out. Iraq's famous marshes, believed to be the Garden of Eden, drying up. River Jordan in danger of disappearing.
Asia. Afghanistan's Helmand River shrunk. The Shemtau district, North Afghanistan, suffering long drought, forcing children to leave school to look for water. World's 4th largest inland sea, Aral Sea of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, shrunk by 90%. Mongolia's 852 rivers gone, 1,160 lakes and water resources dried. Nepal's Kukani Reservoir, Pakistan's Indus River lost 90% water. Cambodia's Tonle Sap, largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia. Sacred Ganges River drying due to glacier loss. Many lakes in Haryana, India dried up. India's Gambur Reservoir. Water table drops in Jharkhand, India cause the loss of needed water and livelihoods as 2 scenic waterfalls and their source river dry up. Indrapuri Reservoir along India's Son River. The Teesta, largest river in Sikkim state, India. Reservoirs across India's Kerala state. The upper lake in Bhopal, India shrunk. Tipagondonahali Reservoir in Bangalore, India. China's second longest, the Yellow River. China's Yangtze River. Eastern China's Ganjing River. Western China's Yuyang Lake. Adinko Lake, Manas Lake. Lake Lop, largest in northwest China. China's Beijiang River in Guangdong Province. Nearly 50% of 4,077 lakes in Tibet's Madao County and over 90% of 10,520 lakes in Hebei, China gone. China's Yangtze River Basin's 13,000 square kilometers of lakes lost, including 800 lakes that completely disappeared. Luhan Reservoir in Henan, China. Mekong River running through Chiang Mai in Thailand. The 2 main rivers supporting Olac or Vietnam's Mekong River Delta.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies, and generous earth, all of which house, nourish, and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our Earth home.
Chào quý khán giả đầy phúc lành means greetings, blessed viewers in Alexese, also known as Vietnamese. I'm Khoi Yip from the bountiful province of Tây Ninh. Lovable Ao Lac, also known as Vietnam, applauds you for your change of lifestyle for the betterment of self and others spiritually, morally, and for wellness.
متابعينا الكرام means welcome distinguished viewers in Arabic. I am Sama from the ancient city of Aleppo. Rejuvenating Syria admires true heroes, those who fight for peace without weapons. Thank you for being one of them. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Kenya and Djibouti enhance trade and bilateral ties. Upgraded medical facilities for refugees in Pakistan. Syrian opposition forces withdraw from towns. International brands collaborate to improve sustainability. And American basketball player powered by vegan diet. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Kenya and Djibouti joined to foster relations. During a meeting between President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, and President of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi, the two nations signed several agreements to boost trade and bilateral ties. Both presidents expressed their country's commitment to regional development as well as furthering the safety and prosperity of the people. President Kenyatta stated that the cooperation plans built on strong existing bilateral relations are respectful commendations, Your Excellencies Uhuru Kenyatta and Ismail Omar Guelleh, Kenya and Djibouti, for enhancing your partnership. May your fruitful meeting be the beginning of a flourishing era between your peace-loving nations.
Locals and Afghan refugees in Pakistani city receive upgraded kidney treatment. An up-to-date modern kidney medical center has opened in Quetta, in the Pakistani state of Balochistan, providing free dialysis treatment daily to 45 patients, both Pakistanis and Afghan refugees. This modern facility is largely in thanks to the state's health department, Balochistan Institute of Nephrology Quetta, and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR. The initiative came into realization under the Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas program, which works to provide more top services for Afghan refugees and their host residents. Your caring actions improving the quality of lives for Afghans and Pakistanis are much appreciated. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, refugee-affected and hosting areas, and all involved Balochistan health entities. May continued support uplift the community until the Afghan refugees are able to return to their beloved homeland with Allah's grace.
Up next, China assists Africa with environmental protection. We're going to sit quietly for a while and thank in our hearts the past and present spiritual practitioners for helping elevate the Earth's atmosphere and reinforcing the spirit of dedication and longing for God. More exceptional news is coming up in just a moment.
Pass it on. Forward your friends a Live Earth text message or email and inspire them to join the movement to combat the climate crisis. Answer the call.
This could be good. Hey,
Hi, I'm Lottie the Leopard, and I'm enjoying the health benefits of being vegan. I'm so happy to be here today with a frugal household tip from Supreme Master Ching Hai. If you don't want to change your toothbrush too often, you can wash it clean after use and run it under boiling water for a few seconds now and then, and or before using. Lots of thanks, Supreme Master Ching Hai, for this resource-saving suggestion. Thank you for tuning in, and much love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all of us humans and non-humans alike. Now, the weather around the world.
China assists African nations in improving environmental conservation. The Group on Earth Observations, or GEO, a 105-country member intergovernmental organization dedicated to bettering the living conditions of humans, has praised China's endeavors in providing environmental consulting in Africa. This includes support in developing efficient soil and water resource management practices so governments can make greener policies for the benefit of their countries. GEO's Senior External Relations Manager, Stephen Ramage, said, China has been kind enough to offer these expertise and knowledge acquired to African nations for free, to help them prioritize environmental conservation even as they pursue economic growth. A splendid ecological salute, China. May African nations continue their eco-positive progress for the benefit of all precious life.
Syrian opposition forces surrender arms. In a new agreement with Syria's government, the rebel troops handed over their heavy arms and withdrew from the towns of Talbise, Al-Ristan, and Al-Hola in the central province of Homs. The rebels and civilians in those towns will be safely transported to the towns of Jarablus in northern Syria and the Idlib province in the northwestern part of the country. The accord also ensured the return of government institutions and infrastructure in the three towns with the reopening of a main highway. We are deeply gladdened to know of the progress towards harmony in Syria. May Allah continue to shower the great nation of Syria with the blessings of peace and unity.
International brands collaborate to increase sustainability. Nike, H&M, Burberry, and Gap have joined the Make Fashion Circular initiative with the goal of decreasing waste from the fashion industry after a recent study discovered less than 1% of clothing is recycled. Renowned British designer of cruelty-free fashions, Stella McCartney, has already committed to the endeavor. The head of Make Fashion Circular, Francois Souchet, in discussing solutions to the situation said, "We can change this ever-faster model into one in which clothes are never seen as waste, through better design and new leasing and resale business models." What a great idea. We hope to hear more of the creative and earth-saving measures that emerge from this wonderful joining of fashion giants.
Coming up, new FM radio stations air in Cambodia. We are going to give thanks to the luscious tree leaves for providing us cooling shade and essential oxygen. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more outstanding news.
There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. From the Holy Bible, the book of Proverbs, excerpts from Proverbs 20-24, part 1 of 2. Tune in for the Ancient Parables of Christianity on Tuesday, June 26.
Back to noteworthy news. Conducive news for an intelligent world.
OLAC, also known as Vietnam, funds FM radio stations in Cambodia. The projects were carried out by Voice of Vietnam, a national radio broadcaster, and initiated by the Kaphon Spu and Pre Vinh provinces of Cambodia. The stations will provide current information, help listeners to deepen their intellectual, cultural, and spiritual lives, as well as communicate government information. Up to now, OLAC, or Vietnam, has built a total of 19 radio stations and 2 television stations in Cambodia, and will build 3 more television broadcasting stations during 2018. Our appreciative embrace, OLAC, or Vietnam, for this kind assistance to a cherished neighbor. May the loving people of Cambodia gain much enjoyment and many benefits from the new stations.
Stellar United States basketball player Rebecca Bronson is powered by a vegan diet. Minnesota Lynx basketball forward 36-year-young Rebecca Bronson is the first player in Women's National Basketball Association history to win 5 championship titles, which she credits to her plant-based diet. The power forward said, "I started as a vegetarian, and a lot of that had to do with the cycle of life. If I could survive without causing harm to anything else, then I wanted to do that. Then I switched to being a vegan. I just decided that I can get everything I needed without eating anything that had anything to do with animals in general." Ms. Bronson also believes her elevated energy levels and performance are due to her healthy eating habits. High five, Rebecca Bronson, for your compassionate choices and all your accomplishments on and off the court. We wish you the best going into your 15th season, and may you and your noble vegan diet become a role model for young players worldwide.
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Asking Directions.
Excuse me, how do I get to the Albert Hall?
Practice.
And now we have a heartline from Fujiho in Japan.
お返事いただけてとても嬉しいです。日本の連絡口、東京センターの方からアドレスを教えていただきました。名前は酒井富士穂です。日本の大分県大分市に住んでいます。ビーガン食を始めたばかりで、準備が整いましたら、マスターの印診を受けに行く予定です。酒井富士穂より、日本の大分県大分市の
Konnichiwa, Fujiho. That's wonderful news. We're sure you're going to love the compassionate vegan lifestyle. If you need any tips on what to cook, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com for a gift of love, simple and nutritious cooking with Supreme Master Qinghai, as well as vegan cooking show programs. There's also the Supreme Kitchen Cookbook, free to download from smchbooks.com. It truly is a most precious gift to receive initiation into the Kuan Yin method of meditation by Supreme Master Qinghai. We're very happy for you. In the meantime, please continue enjoying our programs, in particular, Master's lectures on Between Master and Disciples in the lead up to your initiation. Wishing you well with heaven's blessings and love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com. We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May your days be graced with wisdom and bliss. Wishing you a blessed week.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com/NWN.
This is the story of a place known as the Hidden City. The Hidden City is the biggest city on Earth, even though no people actually live there. But it's filled with the most magical animals in the world. Where is the Hidden City? To find it, you have to look in the land, beneath the sea. The Hidden City is also known as the Coral Reef, and it may be the most important city in the world because more species live here than any other place on Earth. Unfortunately, pollution is harming the coral reef. 70% of it will perish in our lifetime if we don't begin protecting it now, which won't just affect the clownfish, the grouper, or the eel. It'll affect us all, because the reefs sustain the ocean, and the oceans sustain the earth. And some even think that hidden inside the Hidden City may be new medicines and cures for disease. The city may be hidden, but the message is easy to see. Protect the coral reef, and we protect the ocean. Protect the ocean, and we protect the earth.
đông y thì chỉ bắt mạch thôi, rờ mạch người ta tôi mới có thể biết bệnh được. Sau đó mình sẽ kết hợp mấy cái về xét nghiệm, chính vì đó chữa được những cái bệnh mà xơ gan cổ trướng rồi là có ung thư gan rồi đó.
Watch on to find out more.
Hello, cherished friends, and welcome to Healing from the Root, Perspectives from Oriental Medicine Doctors, Part 1 of 2. We are honored to have our program hosted by Dr. Trần Mỹ Linh, an ultrasound radiologist from Cà Mau, Âu Lạc, also known as Vietnam. She received her medical degree from Cần Thơ University and later earned a bachelor's degree in radiology. Currently, the good doctor works as an ultrasound radiologist at Chợ Giẫy Hospital in Âu Lạc.
Kính chào quý khán giả hiền hòa. Tôi tên là Trần Mỹ Linh, người dân Âu Lạc mạnh mẽ. Mến chúc quý vị luôn có được tinh thần minh mẫn và tràn đầy sức sống. Một trong những tinh hoa y học cổ truyền được người Âu Lạc phát triển từ hàng ngàn năm nay chính là Đông y. Đông y là ngành nghề điều trị bệnh bằng các bài thuốc có nguồn gốc từ thực vật sẵn có trong môi trường thiên nhiên. Trong loạt chương trình gồm 2 phần này, chúng tôi xin giới thiệu 3 vị thầy thuốc Đông y đáng kính của Âu Lạc: Lương y Hà Năng Lưu, Lương y Nguyễn Hạnh Tăng và Lương y Lê Văn Tâm. Các vị này sẽ ân cần giải thích phương cách điều trị bệnh và những triết lý sâu sắc của Đông y. Lê Văn Tâm hiện đang hành nghề tại Bệnh viện Đông y của huyện Hàm Thuận Bắc, tỉnh Bình Thuận. Y sĩ Nguyễn Hạnh Tăng đã tốt nghiệp với bằng tiến sĩ Đông y từ Trung tâm Y Dược Cổ truyền và hiện làm việc tại Bệnh viện Trung ương Tuệ Tĩnh từ năm 2013. Y sĩ Hà Năng Lưu tốt nghiệp với bằng trung cấp Đông y. Ông được đào tạo tại Hiệp hội Đông y Dược Hải Dương và đã hành nghề Đông y sĩ hơn 30 năm.
Khi mà chữa bệnh thì phải dựa trên ngũ hành, màu sắc, mùi vị. Trong ngũ hành thì có kim mộc thủy thổ, màu sắc thì xanh đỏ tím vàng, vị giác thì đắng cay, ngọt mặn chua.
Trong vũ trụ thì có ngũ hành, kim thủy mộc hỏa thổ. Cơ thể mình có ngũ tạng, can tâm tỳ phế thận, thì đều này đến là tới vũ trụ mà. Thế thì người ta mới quy nạp về hướng đông, màu xanh thuộc gan, hành mộc. Đấy, người ta tìm thế thì vị thuốc thì phải là vị chua. Đấy, thì sẽ dẫn về gan. Theo kinh nghiệm đấy thì người ta bắt đầu tìm cái vị. Thì vị này chữa về cái bệnh này, vị này phải chữa bệnh này. Đấy, vị này về tạng này, vị này về tạng này. Khi người ta tìm được một vị thuốc và người ta phân tích thì bao giờ có tính quy kinh của nó về kinh nào, kinh bàng quang hay kinh can, kinh tỳ, kinh thận. Đấy, thì người ta theo có một hệ thống.
Văn hóa phương Đông rất coi trọng yếu tố cân bằng và điều hòa. Do đó, Đông y chủ yếu sử dụng các bài thuốc từ thảo dược nhằm hồi phục trạng thái cân bằng giữa các yếu tố trong cơ thể. Từ sự cân bằng và điều hòa đó, bệnh nhân sẽ hồi phục sức khỏe của mình.
Dược liệu làm từ thực vật á, nó sẽ tốt hơn động vật rất nhiều. Vì trong cái dược liệu làm bằng thực vật á, nó mang cái tình thương. Và cái thứ hai nữa là cái dược liệu mà làm từ thực vật á, thì nó dễ khai thác và cái nguồn cung cấp nó rất là dồi dào, mà nó trong quá trình trị liệu ấy, thì nó không có xảy ra phản ứng phụ. Cái dược liệu làm từ thực vật ấy, thì hiệu quả nó rất cao, đáng tin cậy, bền vững.
Đông y tập trung chữa bệnh từ gốc. Do đó, trong quá trình điều trị, Đông y coi trọng khả năng tự hồi phục và tái tạo của cơ thể con người, với phương châm là khuyến khích khả năng tự chữa lành của cơ thể. Vậy nên, các thầy thuốc Đông y chủ yếu sử dụng các loại thảo dược có sẵn trong môi trường thiên nhiên tại địa phương. Mỗi vùng miền và khí hậu khác nhau sẽ có những cây thuốc đặc trưng và phù hợp để đặc trị các chứng bệnh của khu vực đó.
Nguồn thảo dược ngày xưa các cụ và đến bây giờ thế dùng cỏ cây hoa lá, mà tốt hết ở vùng nào thì chữa cây ở vùng đó. thì nó rất hay. Vì nó có một cái gọi là cái vận khí đấy, thì ở vùng nào theo vận khí của vùng đó thì cây cỏ mọc của vùng đó để chữa bệnh cho người vùng đó.
Phương pháp chẩn đoán bệnh truyền thống vẫn được các thầy thuốc đông y ưu tiên áp dụng là tứ chẩn, vì tính hiệu quả và chính xác của phương pháp này đã được chứng minh từ xưa đến nay.
Điều trị theo đông y á, là trước nhất á, là dùng tứ chẩn. Mà trong tứ chẩn thì có văn vọng vấn và xem mạch. Mục đích của văn vọng vấn và xem mạch là để khai thác của bệnh nhân. Để mình hỏi, mình nghe tiếng nói, cái giọng nói, nghe bệnh nhân chia sẻ bệnh, rồi mình đoán được cái nguồn gốc của bệnh.
Phương pháp chẩn mạch là một thủ pháp mà thầy thuốc đông y dùng lực ấn nặng nhẹ của ngón tay để thăm dò mạch tượng. Người thầy thuốc có thể đánh giá được tình trạng sức khỏe của bệnh nhân khá toàn diện nhờ xem mạch chẩn bệnh.
Đông y thì chỉ bắt mạch thôi, rờ mạch người ta tôi mới có thể biết bệnh được. Sau đó mình sẽ kết hợp mấy cái về xét nghiệm. Chính vì đó chữa được những cái bệnh mà xơ gan cổ trướng, rồi là có ung thư gan rồi đó, là có kết quả. Dứt khoát là hết luôn á, với điều kiện là người đó không uống rượu nữa và đừng để tái phát tới thời kỳ cuối. Tay trái của người bệnh nhân thì đầu tiên là tim, cái thứ nhì là gan, cái thứ ba là thận. Và bên tay phải của bệnh nhân thì tay trái trên cùng là phế, kế là tỳ vị và cuối cùng hết là tâm tiêu. Thì lục phủ ngũ tạng nó có đủ hết trong đó.
Bây giờ chúng tôi xin tạm dừng cho một vài thông điệp mang tính xây dựng. Xin quý vị vui lòng giữ làn sóng truyền hình Vô Thượng Sư.
There are different degrees of GQ within the creation. For example, the highest in the animal kingdom are dogs. And the second are whales. Third, dolphin. Number 4, birds, like parrots. Number 5, pigeons. Number 6, rabbit. Number 7, cows. Number 8, deer. Number 9, tortoise. Number 10, penguin. Number 11 is peacock. Number 12 are the seals.
Chào mừng quý vị trở lại với tiết mục Chữa bệnh từ gốc, quan điểm của các thầy thuốc đông y, phần 1 của 2 phần trên truyền hình Vô Thượng Sư. Sau khi áp dụng các phương pháp chẩn đoán truyền thống để xác định bệnh lý, các thầy thuốc sẽ quyết định liệu pháp chữa trị phù hợp. Dù áp dụng phương pháp gì thì việc điều trị vẫn phải xuất phát từ yếu tố cân bằng và điều hòa của cơ thể, điều chỉnh và duy trì chức năng của tạng phủ, nâng cao sức đề kháng và tăng cường nội lực của cơ thể.
Khi mình đoán được bệnh xong rồi thì bắt đầu mình điều trị. Trong cái điều trị thì nó có nhiều cái phương pháp, trong đó keto, bốc thuốc, chăm cứu, bấm huyệt, xô bóp. Thì có nhiều cái bệnh là mình phải phối hợp lại với nhau trị nó mới mau lành bệnh.
Chăm cứu về giác hơi là công dụng nó là nó điều hòa cái kinh lạc, máu huyết nữa. Ví dụ như cô bị nhức cái vai, nếu mà cô uống thuốc không cũng hết vậy, nhưng mà nó chậm. Ngược lại cô giác hơi hoặc là cô chăm cứu thì nó máu huyết nó lên ổn định thì nó sẽ không, nó mau kết quả hơn. Tại chính vậy là người ta nói là kết hợp mà chăm cứu bấm huyệt là như vậy đó. Và thường là đa số tôi vớt những người mà bệnh viện chê đó, nhưng mà cũng may mắn này người ta cũng được qua khỏi xơ gan cổ trướng. Và tiểu đường cũng vậy, tiểu đường là mình chữa hết gốc cái bệnh phụ khoa cũng vậy. Những bệnh mãn tính, ung thư này kia đó vẫn chữa được, với điều kiện là cho uống thuốc sớm.
Ngày nay, nhiều thầy thuốc đông y kết hợp đông tây y để hỗ trợ cho việc chẩn đoán bệnh được chính xác và giúp điều trị bệnh hiệu quả hơn cho bệnh nhân. Đây là một bước tiến hoàn mỹ của y học.
Đông y là đầu tiên khi mà bệnh nhân tới thì mình phải hỏi, tức là vấn, nhìn coi cái da mặt như thế nào, bệnh sao, rồi vấn, rồi thiết, bắt mạch. Sau đó thì mình sẽ dựa trên cái lưỡi coi có đóng rêu không, rêu mà rêu trắng người đó bị hàn, hay là lưỡi xanh vậy. Còn lưỡi đỏ là bị nhiệt. Nó nhiều yếu tố coi lắm, chứ không phải bắt buộc phải chỉ có mạch không đó. Rồi dựa trên những cái xét nghiệm của Tây y nữa, rồi mình dùng cái đông y để trị bệnh. Đây là cái máy đo huyết áp. Thay dù mình có thể mình biết người đó là huyết áp cao, nhưng mà cái này nó chính xác là bao nhiêu rồi mình, hoặc những cái xét nghiệm của Tây y mình dựa đó kết hợp để chữa bệnh thì nó mau hiệu quả cho người bệnh hơn.
Ngài Thanh Hải Vô Thượng Sư từng nói về tính hiệu quả của các truyền thống chữa bệnh cổ xưa, như trong trích đoạn bài giảng của Ngài vào ngày 9 tháng 5 năm 1998 tại Trung tâm Vĩnh Đồng, Đại Hàn.
I know that healing work, I understand the repercussions of doing psychic work and whatnot, but sometimes in different levels, I see formulas for medication or herbs and putting things together. Is it okay to bring that information back down into this level and utilize it?
If necessary, if somebody needs it.
Okay.
If somebody come and ask you about it, to use herbs, it's okay. You write it down for yourself in case sometime you need it. Normally, every formula is good for something. It said so. Yeah, like for cough, for backache, something. That's where all the healers learn the art of healing, and all the doctors in the old time, the shamans, learn the art of herbal benefit. Yeah. You think where do they learn it from? They can just go out and chew all the grass and know about it. Yeah, all the herb, medical property, and all the art of meditative exercise, including Tai Chi Chuan or Hatha Yoga, they originated from the higher level of consciousness.
Chúng tôi xin cảm tạ Lương y Lê Văn Tâm, y sĩ Hà Năng Lưu và Nguyễn Hạnh Tăng đã chia sẻ những kiến thức thú vị của họ về Đông y. Với lòng tri ân sâu sắc, chúng tôi xin cảm tạ các thầy thuốc trên toàn thế giới đã mang lại nguồn an ủi lớn lao và giúp đỡ những người có vấn đề về sức khỏe. Kính mời quý vị đón xem vào thứ Hai, ngày 2 tháng 7 năm 2018, phần kết của loạt tiết mục Chữa bệnh từ gốc, quan điểm của các thầy thuốc Đông y, để lắng nghe các vị lương y thảo luận về dược tính mạnh mẽ có trong các loại thảo mộc và rau trái. Thưa quý khán giả khỏe mạnh, thật vui khi được cùng quý vị theo dõi chương trình hôm nay. Tiếp theo là Tinh thần đồng đội, phần 1 của 2 phần trên giữa thầy và trò. Kính chúc tâm quý vị luôn hoan hỷ và cảm nhận tình thương của mẹ địa cầu. Healthy viewers, we enjoyed your company today for our show. Up next is Have the Teamwork Spirit, Part 1 of 2, on between Master and Disciples. May you always be joyous and feel the love of our Mother Earth. For more details, please visit streammastertv.com/HL.
In a telephone interview, Ireland's leading newspaper, Irish Independent, cited the findings of conservation organisation WWF that 1/3 of all animal species have been lost since the 1970s and asked Supreme Master Ching Hai to comment on this alarming trend and its cause.
It is our behavior that caused so much the loss of our planetary species. Scientists have proved it. So we all know that overfishing, overhunting, polluting the environment are the cause of global warming and the decrease of animals on the planet. And many of the advices to stop often have gone unheeded. And it's a pity, we should protect the species because when we protect them, we protect the ecology. And the ecology links with our health, the health of the planet and the people.
Indeed, uncontrollable deforestation, unsustainable land use, and now climate change are leading to further destabilization of soil, air, and water, all of which humans depend on ultimately for life's activities.
Be veg. Go green. To save the planet. For more urgent details, please visit suprememastertv.com/SOS.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Ever wonder how beautiful our planet is? With exotic birds, diverse flora and fauna, immense oceans, vast rivers, endless skies, and generous earth, all of which house, nourish, and protect every being under their loving care without asking for any reward. Fortunate and blessed are we indeed to live on this wondrous planet and enjoy all the precious gifts this world has to offer. May the divine be loved and thanked forever. May we always remember to appreciate and care for our earth home.
Chào quý khán giả đầy phúc lành means greetings, blessed viewers in Alexese, also known as Vietnamese. I'm Khoi Yip from the bountiful province of Tây Ninh. Lovable Ao Lạc, also known as Vietnam, applauds you for your change of lifestyle for the betterment of self and others spiritually, morally, and for wellness.
بكم متابعينا الكرام means welcome distinguished viewers in Arabic. I am Sama from the ancient city of Aleppo. Rejuvenating Syria admires true heroes, those who fight for peace without weapons. Thank you for being one of them. Welcome to Noteworthy News, benefiting news for a happier world.
Benefiting news for a progressive world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Kenya and Djibouti enhance trade and bilateral ties. Upgraded medical facilities for refugees in Pakistan. Syrian opposition forces withdraw from towns. International brands collaborate to improve sustainability. And American basketball player powered by vegan diet. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Kenya and Djibouti joined to foster relations. During a meeting between President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, and President of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi, the two nations signed several agreements to boost trade and bilateral ties. Both presidents expressed their country's commitment to regional development as well as furthering the safety and prosperity of the people. President Kenyatta stated that the cooperation plans built on strong existing bilateral relations are respectful commendations, Your Excellencies Uhuru Kenyatta and Ismail Omar Guelleh, Kenya and Djibouti, for enhancing your partnership. May your fruitful meeting be the beginning of a flourishing era between your peace-loving nations.
Locals and Afghan refugees in Pakistani city receive upgraded kidney treatment. An up-to-date modern kidney medical center has opened in Quetta, in the Pakistani state of Balochistan, providing free dialysis treatment daily to 45 patients, both Pakistanis and Afghan refugees. This modern facility is largely in thanks to the state's health department, Balochistan Institute of Nephrology Quetta, and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR. The initiative came into realization under the Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas program, which works to provide more top services for Afghan refugees and their host residents. Your caring actions improving the quality of lives for Afghans and Pakistanis are much appreciated. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Refugee Affected and Hosting Areas, and all involved Balochistan health entities may continued support uplift the community until the Afghan refugees are able to return to their beloved homeland with Allah's grace.
Up next, China assists Africa with environmental protection. We're going to sit quietly for a while and thank in our hearts the past and present spiritual practitioners for helping elevate the Earth's atmosphere and reinforcing the spirit of dedication and longing for God. More exceptional news is coming up in just a moment.
The Arctic, a greenhouse gas sink or source. Since the last ice age ended, the Arctic has served as a carbon sink, absorbing and storing up to 800 million metric tons. However, due to warming temperatures, it is now emerging as a source of greenhouse gases. A source of greenhouse gases.
The warming in the Arctic is about twice as large as the warming for the globe as a whole. And we see that as the Arctic being particularly sensitive to global climate change.
One of the wild cards in terms of global climate change is the potential release of methane buried in the permafrost in the far north. Methane is a much stronger greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide, and the concern is that if these are released, the temperature would increase and it would lead to kind of a domino effect.
Previously frozen permafrost across the entire Arctic region is melting rapidly, emitting large amounts of stored greenhouse gases and potentially catapulting our world into unstoppable climate change.
Losing the permafrost is a dangerous thing. It would be quite catastrophic because there's nothing that we could do that would stop it. When you're dealing with processes that are so powerful and can change the planet so dramatically, it's best to be cautious and basically try to limit emissions and to live sustainably.
Cool the Arctic, cool the Earth. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Hi, I'm Lottie the Leopard, and I'm enjoying the health benefits of being vegan. I'm so happy to be here today with a frugal household tip from Supreme Master Ching Hai. If you don't want to change your toothbrush too often, You can wash it clean after use and run it under boiling water for a few seconds now and then, and or before using. Lots of thanks, Supreme Master Qinghai, for this resource-saving suggestion. Thank you for tuning in, and much love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all of us humans and non-humans alike. Now, the weather around the world.
China assists African nations in improving environmental conservation. The Group on Earth Observations, or GEO, a 105-country member intergovernmental organization dedicated to bettering the living conditions of humans, has praised China's endeavors in providing environmental consulting in Africa. This includes support in developing efficient soil and water resource management practices so governments can make greener policies for the benefit of their countries. GEO's Senior External Relations Manager, Stephen Ramage, said, China has been kind enough to offer these expertise and knowledge acquired to African nations for free, to help them prioritize environmental conservation even as they pursue economic growth. A splendid ecological salute, China. May African nations continue their eco-positive progress for the benefit of all precious life.
Syrian opposition forces surrender arms. In a new agreement with Syria's government, the rebel troops handed over their heavy arms and withdrew from the towns of Talbise, Aristan, and Al-Hola in the central province of Homs. The rebels and civilians in those towns will be safely transported to the towns of Jarablus in northern Syria and the Idlib province in the northwestern part of the country. The accord also ensured the return of government institutions and infrastructure in the three towns with the reopening of a main highway. We are deeply gladdened to know of the progress towards harmony in Syria. May Allah continue to shower the great nation of Syria with the blessings of peace and unity.
International brands collaborate to increase sustainability. Nike, H&M, Burberry, and Gap have joined the Make Fashion Circular initiative with the goal of decreasing waste from the fashion industry after a recent study discovered less than 1% of clothing is recycled. Renowned British designer of cruelty-free fashions, Stella McCartney, has already committed to the endeavor. The head of Make Fashion Circular, Francois Souchet, in discussing solutions to the situation said, "We can change this ever-faster model into one in which clothes are never seen as waste, through better design and new leasing and resale business models." What a great idea. We hope to hear more of the creative and earth-saving measures that emerge from this wonderful joining of fashion giants.
Coming up, new FM radio stations air in Cambodia. We are going to give thanks to the luscious tree leaves for providing us cooling shade and essential oxygen. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more outstanding news.
Everything in Korea, symbol inside practicing.
예, 그래서 우리
in a level.
그래서 우리 전통적으로 한국 가지고 있는 모든 것들이 보면 우리 내면의 지혜를 뜻하는 것입니다.
They had a very glorious past.
그래서 우리는 사실은 아주 과거에 굉장히 그 영광스러운 그 삶을 가지고 있었죠.
So they still remember some of it.
예, 그래서 우리가 아직도 그런 어떤 그 나눠진 잔재를 가지고 있습니다.
And that's why I always feel comfortable in Korea.
그래서 내가 여기 한국에 올 때마다 아주 굉장히 편안한 아주 좋은 느낌을 받습니다.
And even the monks here are very high level.
그리고 또 여기 한국의 그 스님들이 상당히 아주 기본적으로 그런 게 있죠.
They don't look from the outside. They look inside.
그들은 그 한국 스님들은 보면 이게 겉을 보지 않고 이 내면을 항상 보는 걸 제가 압니다.
I'm very happy with Korea.
굉장히
To find out more, please join us on Wednesday, June 27th, 2018, for part 1 of Supreme Master Ching Hai's meeting with Korean General Jun Kwan, entitled "The Best Way to Learn is Through Experience" on Words of Wisdom.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
OLAC, also known as Vietnam, funds FM radio stations in Cambodia. The projects were carried out by Voice of Vietnam, a national radio broadcaster, and initiated by the Kaphon Spu and Pre Vinh provinces of Cambodia. The stations will provide current information, help listeners to deepen their intellectual, cultural, and spiritual lives, as well as communicate government information. Up to now, OLAC, or Vietnam, has built a total of 19 radio stations and 2 television stations in Cambodia, and will build 3 more television broadcasting stations during 2018. Our appreciative embrace, OLAC, or Vietnam, for this kind assistance to a cherished neighbor. May the loving people of Cambodia gain much enjoyment and many benefits from the new stations.
Stellar United States basketball player Rebecca Bronson is powered by a vegan diet. Minnesota Lynx basketball forward 36-year-young Rebecca Bronson is the first player in Women's National Basketball Association history to win 5 championship titles, which she credits to her plant-based diet. The power forward said, "I started as a vegetarian, and a lot of that had to do with the cycle of life. If I could survive without causing harm to anything else, then I wanted to do that. Then I switched to being a vegan. I just decided that I can get everything I needed without eating anything that had anything to do with animals in general." Ms. Bronson also believes her elevated energy levels and performance are due to her healthy eating habits. High five, Rebecca Bronson, for your compassionate choices and all your accomplishments on and off the court. We wish you the best going into your 15th season, and may you and your noble vegan diet become a role model for young players worldwide.
Time now to enjoy the joke of the day entitled Asking Directions.
Excuse me, how do I get to the Albert Hall?
Practice.
And now we have a heartline from Fujiho in Japan.
お返事いただけてとても嬉しいです。日本の連絡口、東京センターの方からアドレスを教えていただきました。名前は酒井富士穂です。日本の大分県大分市に住んでいます。ビーガン食を始めたばかりで、準備が整いましたら、マスターの飲診を受けに行く予定です。酒井富士穂より、日本の大分県大分市の
Konnichiwa, Fujiho. That's wonderful news. We're sure you're going to love the compassionate vegan lifestyle. If you need any tips on what to cook, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com for a gift of love, simple and nutritious cooking with Supreme Master Qinghai, as well as vegan cooking show programs. There's also the Supreme Kitchen Cookbook, free to download from smchbooks.com. It truly is a most precious gift to receive initiation into the Kuan Yin method of meditation by Supreme Master Qinghai. We're very happy for you. In the meantime, please continue enjoying our programs, in particular, Master's lectures on Between Master and Disciples in the lead up to your initiation. Wishing you well with heaven's blessings and love. Supreme Master TV staff.
We welcome your heartlines and stories. Please send them to heartline@suprememastertv.com. We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May your days be graced with wisdom and bliss. Wishing you a blessed week.
We thank our reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit SupremeMasterTV.com/NWN.
Don't give up everything to be world saver. Just be vegan. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We all are intelligent and spiritual people. We do feel things. We do feel the energy in the air, whether it's good or not good. Yeah? Okay? So if we work well together, then our mission would be better and everybody come here would enjoy better.
Please watch on to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centres near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Awaxis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. Эрхэм үзэгчид та бүхний амрыг ирэн мэдчлээ. Сэтгэл татам Монгол орны Улаанбаатар хотоос суу бэлэг миний бие мэдчилж байна. Мөн хөх тэнгэрийн орон гэгддэг Монгол улс нь Орос хятад хоёр улстай хиллэн оршдог. Манай улс нь жилийн 250 өдөр үүлгүй цэлмэг тэнгэртэй байдаг ба халуун дотн зочломтгой ард түмэн ховор нандин ургамал амьтдын төрөл зүйл сүрлэг өндөр улс өргөн уудам талхээр элсэн манхнуудаараа алдартай билээ. Зөвхөн тухайн бүс нутагт л ургадаг олон төрөл зүйлийн цэцэг ургамал мөн нэн ховор амьтдыг агуулсан гайхамшигтай сайхан байгалийн тогтцоороо Монгол улс нь аялж жуулчлах дэлхийн хамгийн онгон дагшин газруудын нэг юм. Монголын нийт хүн амын 50% нь уртс буюу гэр хэмээх намхан дугуйг том суудсанд амьдарч нүүдлийн амьдралын хэв маягийг илүүд үздэг. Хайртай Монгол орноо та бүхэндээ товчхон танилцуулсандаа баяртай байна. Та бүхнийг эрүүл энх аз жаргалтай урт удаан наслахыг хүсэн өрөөе. Хуч гаруй жилийн турш төгс гэгэрсэн их багш Чing Hai ариун сургаалуудаараа дайны дэлхийг гэрэлтүүлж байна. Төгс гэгэрсэн их багш тэрээр дотоодын урхан чанараа нэн даруй олж мэдхийг хүсэж нэгэн наснда үхэж төрхийн хүрднээс мөнхөд чөлөөлөгдөхийг эргэлзэгч хэн бүхэнд ариа олын бясалгалын аргыг уламжилдаг билээ. Будда, Иесус Христ, Зүнж Мухаммед тэрээр амгалан байг. Гүрүү Нанак зэрэг бүхий л гэгэрсэн их багш нар ариа олын аргаар бясалган дадуулж ирсэн байдаг. Хэрв бид үргэлж бурхныг санаж бусдын төлөө өөрийгөө омартан үйлчилж орчлон ертөнцийн хуулийг дагаж явах аваас хүний хүрч болох хамгийн дээд түвшинд хүрч энэ дэлхий дээрх зорилгоо үнэхээр ухаарах болно хэмээн хэлсэн байдаг. Их багш Чing Hai бол хайр инэрлийн хосгүй амьд үлгэр дуурайлал юм аа. Тэрээр дөрвөсөд байгалийн гамшигт өртөгсөд орон гэргүү болон тусламж хэрэгтэй хэн бүхэнд материаллык болон санхүүгийн тусалцааг хайрынхаа хамт ямагт илгээж байдаг билээ. 2006 онд тэрээр дорн дахинд Нобелийн инх тайвны шагналд тооцогддог Гүүси инх тайвны шагналыг хүртсэн бөгөөд хүмүүнлэгийн болон бусдын сайн сайхны төлөөх гайхамшигтай ажил үйлсээр өнгөрсөн он жилүүдэд бусад олон шагнал өргөмжлүүдийг хүртэж байсан юм. Үзэгсэлэнд анд амьтдын маань жинхэнэ дуу хоолой тэрээр хүн төрлөختөн бүхий л амьд оршинлын ариун гэгэн чанарыг ухаан сэрснээр их дэлхий маань хүн болоод амьтад аз жаргалтай, эв зохиролтой, аж төрөх, амар тайван, сүр жавхлантай бүрэн веган дэлхий болно гэсэн итгэл найдвараар амар амгалан инэрэнгүй урмалан хоолыг түгээн дэлгэрүүлж байдаг. Веган чиг хандлагыг дэлгэрүүлэх түүний санаачлаг олон төрөл байдгаас дурдвал өөрөөр амьдрах үе тараахуудас хайрын өргө олон улсын сүлжээ веган ресторан Supreme Master телевиз төдийгүй бидний мэдсэн хэсгээс үл хамааран тэрээр уур амьсгалын өөрчлөлийн талаарх телевизийн конференцуудад оролцож нөлөө бүхий засгийн газрын болон хэвлэл мэдээллийн байгууллагуудын удирдлагуудтай ойр ойрхон ярилцдаг. Түүний энэ бүх хүчин чармаалт нь амтан дээлтэй амьдралын хэм маягийг төдийгүй энэхүү инэрэнгүү зам мөрн гариг дэлхийг цаг уурын өөрчлөлөөс аваад зогсохгүй улс үндэстнүүдийн дунд тогтвортой инх тайвныг хэрхэн авчирч чадахыг олон нийтэд ойлгуулахад асар их нөлөө үзүүлсэн байдаг. Төгс гэгэрсэн их багшчийнхаа олон жилийн турш дэлхий даяар Америкаас Африк хүртэл Европоос номхон далай хүртэл аялахдаа олон нийтэд болон шавь нартаа төрөл бүрийн сүнслэг сэдвүүдээр олон зуун лекц уншиж ярилцдаг өгсөн байдаг. Өнөөдөр бид тэдгээр ухаарал хайрлсан лекцүүдийн нэг болох 2013 оны 8 дугаар сарын 26-нд Францад англи хэлээр айлтсан багаар ажиллах сэтгэлтэй бай лекцийн 1-р хэсгийг багш шавийн шүтэлцээгээр толилуулж байна.
Ali, hello. Hello, Ali. Yeah. How are you? Still cooking, yeah? Still cooking every day? Yeah. You cook good. Hey, who's all these people? Strangers in the night. Even have some question. A lot of people has question. Oh, I wait for my nails to... Yeah, the world has to wait. Huh? Yeah. Gotta look good nowadays. Getting old. Yeah. Okay. If you see anybody wear more color than usual, that means she's getting old. Okay. What is it you want to tell me?
Hello, Master.
Yeah.
Just a couple of little stories, Master.
Excuse me. Oh, no, not now. I'm busy. Can you cough later, please? I mean, God, you've been coughing all day, all night already. It's time to stop for a few minutes, okay? I've been to the doctor and he said nothing wrong with me, so I don't know what's wrong with me either. Ah, voila. Voila, madame. S'il vous plaît, parlez.
Oh. We had a couple of people who came to the Loving Huts.
Yeah.
And they were smokers, and they've been smoking for years.
Mm-hmm.
And they sat out on our terrace.
Oh, this is my nails. Just so that you know that my nails are nice. Since I wear these nails, anybody notice? No. Listen, this is nothing, guys. I saw some girl that have it like this. Oh, and when they do the internet, they do like this. Yeah, when they pick something, they do worse than I do now. You know, I'm already the just middle class. You know, the first class they grow like this, and some are long and curly like this. You know, right? Yeah. Okay, that's just to make fun of me for your sake. Yeah, now go ahead. So they stopped smoking?
Yeah, they did eventually. They were asked not to smoke, please, and they said, "Okay, we've been thinking about giving up." So they came back to the restaurant 3 months later to have a meal. And since that day, they hadn't smoked.
Wow. Wow.
So they just quit after coming to the restaurant.
Oh, great.
Really, really fantastic news.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco. 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Tobacco use kills one person every 6 seconds. Smoking-related costs $193 billion annually in the United States alone. Depression. Light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Harms lung cell DNA that regulates breathing. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease. Coronary thrombosis. Cerebral thrombosis. Kidney failure. Cancer. Mouth, liver, breast and colorectal cancer. Lung cancer. Esophagus cancer. Kidney cancer. Bladder cancer. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Emphysema, bronchitis, stroke, impotence.
Additional harms for exposure to second-hand smoke. 600,000 deaths worldwide each year.
Childhood arteriosclerosis, leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome. More than 80% of the babies who die are exposed to second-hand smoke. Infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries. Childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection. Cleft lip or palate, hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys, circulatory problems in women.
Lung damage in children leading to adult emphysema, lung cancer in non-smoking restaurant servers, hearing loss across all frequencies, childhood behavioral problems when exposed while in the womb.
Plus more. For help quitting, please visit the following websites.
For more urgent information, please visit suprememastertv.com/killers.
And we had another family who we brought a fridge off, a display fridge, and spoke to them about some of the facts of the vegan diet. And from the day that we brought that fridge, the whole family went vegan, the kids and the parents.
Oh.
It seems when you talk to people now, they just
do it.
They're so ready.
It's
incredible.
Powerful now, you.
Past few months.
All of you powerful now. Before, when you tell people, they say, okay, forget it.
Yeah, they
but
did.
Now they say, yeah.
It's true. Very true.
Yeah, I told you. Power. Very powerful you are now.
Well,
yeah.
Master.
Change the world. Move mountains.
Not us, Master.
Who else? It's you who told him. I wasn't there.
I think so. Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Yes. Many things you wish now come true. But just don't be selfish, that's it, you know? Like all the power I brought down to you, I can't use a thing. It's all for you guys. Wow. I can't pray for myself, say, okay, listen, I have some power now, you know? I want this, I want that, I can't do it. It's all for you guys, for the world, for the universe, yeah? But you could pray for me. If I say something, you pray will become true. I pray cannot. I'm not allowed to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And make sure you use the power also properly, okay? I'm so sorry. That's why I didn't really want to come, but I took medicine, okay? I was a good patient, but it just didn't work, huh? It's funny how when I'm sick, everybody is an expert, you know? Oh, you know, Mama come out, Papa come out, Pop, Mom. Everybody comes out, I take this, Master, take that. And I took all of them, and my stomach became bigger. I couldn't wear any dress. But my throat is just the same, you know. Yeah, it's not the same, you know. It's better. It's been scratching and then itching, and then it was wet, and now and then it became dry cough. And now it become half dry, half wet. I don't know what next. Okay. I'm so sorry you have to see it. It's not very pretty, but what to do, huh? I can't wear a mask. I look too pretty without mask, right? You want to see me without mask? Otherwise, I could wear it. Yeah? You want me to wear it? Yeah, you can still see my eyes. Come on. Yeah. I sit far, so it's okay, eh? You done?
Yeah. I'm done, Master.
Sorry, I stole all the limelight with my nails and my cough. Next one. Yeah, Thai. Your countrymen were here, and where were you?
I was still in Germany.
Working?
Regular working, yes.
Listen. In case you really want to have a luxurious meal or something, you talk to the kitchen, negotiate. I am VIP, I can't eat soup every day. Listen, look at me, am I the one who eats soup? Am I the kind of person who would eat soup daily? You cook me something special, yeah? Special à la maison, huh? And then you negotiate with them, yeah? But if you cook, for example, if it's your turn to be the kitchen, then you have to know where to order food, yeah? And you manage within the fund that your fellow initiate entrusted to you. I pay the same, okay? I pay the same, but I don't eat the same. Because I don't come here every day to eat. Actually, I come every 2-3 days, and I eat only once. So I pay like you, even extra, more. But I eat less. Understand? Not that I don't pay in my house, I do, Apart from everything else I pay already, I pay to the food as well. So I pay for the residents as well. Yeah, I told them already, and the office people, but say, if you stay here, you don't have to pay because you work in here for everybody. But don't take it from the public fund. Just deduct it from my money. And whatever left over, then you will give it to the resident to take care or to buy or to repair around here. Or if not enough in the kitchen, and then we subsidize some. Okay? Yeah. So now you know once more time, Anybody tell you different story, you tell them, go home. Because that's what I would do, okay? You be the master when I'm not here. Understand, all of you? A lot of masters, so the office only a few people. They scared to death. Okay. So this is teamwork, you see? I'm here, then I'm working with them. They should notify me if any change, if they want to change. After all, this is, I have to know, no? I'm kind of a little boss, Yeah, big boss, no? Yeah, actually, it should be teamwork. It's not about who's the boss, okay? I have to know what's going on here. Now, I do my duty, okay? So whatever you ask from me, I do it as far as I can, yeah? So you also have a duty to do what I ask as far as you can. I don't ask for world peace. I don't ask for the moon. I just ask you, anyone, to do your job right. And very simple. I'm very nice, but you should be nice too, right? I don't mean you, I mean whoever work here or work with me should be nice. We should have both be nice and respectful of each other, So every time you do something nice, or I always say thank you, for example. And I ask the staff, like kitchen staff or working staff here, to meet me now and then during the retreat. Often, I don't know how many times, but more than once, 2-3 times, and give cakes and candy and talk sweetly and thank you this, thank you that. So we should have this grateful spirit and teamwork spirit. Not everything expect master to do exactly what you want, but you don't do what I want. Not really do it for me even. Do it for the public. And so I have to always feel worried about whether that work has been done or this work has been done. So I don't have peace of mind to do my job. And that's not right, And then expect me to open the door for you when you come back or whenever you want something from me. From now on, it's not like that anymore, okay? Because if the car has 4 wheels, and each one go different way, don't listen to the driver, what do you think? It's very difficult for the driver to maneuver, and it could cause accident. Teamwork is like that. There's only one driver. The wheel should follow. No? Teamwork is like that. Yeah. Everybody has to do their job. No? And if something changes, you have to notify each other. Don't you think it's the basic politeness? Huh? Not because I'm the boss here or because it's my house or anything, but because we're working together. Whatever I want, whatever we have to do, I tell you. Huh? For example, I tell the attendant, come, I'm coming in an hour or half an hour. Please tell them to sit and make sure all the earphones are in place and make sure the Westerners sit in the front and the English sit here and the Chinese sit where, and the new people come sit next to me, and the older people already seen me at least once or twice sit elsewhere. You see, I told you what's going on. So whatever going on, you should tell me also. Just as teamwork, not to even say respect or anything. Because if we don't have teamwork spirit, we get nothing done. Or we get done but painful, difficult and struggling. That is not the way it should be. If everybody is cooperative, then the atmosphere here will be more peaceful. And you don't feel conflict in the air. You don't feel something uneasy somewhere. You don't know what. You cannot point the finger, but you feel it. Because there's something not moving smoothly. It's like in the family. Even though your children don't hear you arguing nothing, but they feel it. Believe me, they feel it. Yeah? Or if you are lovey-dovey in your bedroom and you close the door, but they understand what you're doing. Really, ask them. They would understand. Don't think they don't know anything. They just don't tell you. Most children, they don't always express well how they feel about what the parents doing, but the parents sometimes don't know it and unknowingly hurt the children feeling, yeah? So we all are intelligent and spiritual people. We do feel things. We do feel the energy in the air, whether it's good or not good. Yeah? Okay? So if we work well together, then our mission would be better and everybody come here would enjoy better. Understand? Okay, now you know, okay? Any question? Anything not clear? Tell me. Huh? It's as clear as your nose, right? Good. Now, you can express your opinion.
Actually, I don't have a question, but I have interesting information. I have come to know a little group of people. They are not initiated. They have kind of a vision like they wish to have spiritual village.
Village, yeah.
Yeah, where people eat vegan and practitioner.
Wow, sounds like a dream. Like my dream, yes.
Yeah, and
so what happened?
And the owner of the hotel in North Thailand, she have maybe 30 hectare land.
Yeah.
And a lot of millionaires come to her and want to buy this place from her.
Yeah.
They give her like 40 million US dollar.
I don't have that much.
No,
I'm out. What happened?
And then she said no, she don't sell it. And
why?
Then I asked her why don't you sell it? She said this place is very holy place and we have a very good feng shui.
Feng shui, yeah.
Yeah.
Cái gì feng shui? Feng shui.
Feng shui, yeah. And then she said her vision, her whole life, her vision is seeing this place, living with people who practice with Kuan Yin Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
And she's not the only one who has this vision. Everybody who have to this come to this place have the same vision.
I mean, they really see it or they just wish?
They see vision.
Okay.
Yeah, and then practitioner who come to that place also told her, this place can be only for vegan people and Kuan Yin practitioner. Also, there was a woman in Thailand, 1,360 years ago. She was the only one king. She was the one who built this city. This city name is Lamphun. Yeah, and she have said in this new age there will be a new society here in this place. Yes.
Meaning her place.
In this, yeah. And then they asked me if I have the chance to tell you that. I would tell you that.
What shall I say? What she want me to say?
Maybe you are interested in that place. That place would be a new society and a lot of vegan people. Live one with nature, with and free energy, and be kind to animal.
What kind of land is that? Does it have a sea around it?
Yes, very.
Next to the sea?
Can I show you the picture?
Okay, come here. Thailand is a good country. I have nothing against it, but I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm tired of building things up and then having to leave.
This already built some.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The place look like this?
Where is the sea?
Here is the sea.
This is not the sea, this is the lake.
The lake, yeah.
There's no sea. Sea is a German word for small lake.
Yeah.
But not the sea like ocean. I mean ocean.
No, not ocean.
I don't mean sea like German sea, yeah? Like Chiemgao Sea, Ambergao Sea is not that.
Yeah, it's like that.
No.
This in the front.
Two sea, huh? It look like two candy. This is the front.
The back side is a big mountain. So the wind can come in and the water can, it's flow like that. They told me that it's
Feng Shui. Yeah, okay. She want you to talk to me about this?
She asked me if I have chance.
But does she know about me?
She know, all of them know you, but...
Who are all of them?
They are different kind of people, but have the same vision.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They all sit there and they see the same vision.
Yeah, but they don't know each other.
I understand.
Yeah, but they have the same vision and talk the same stuff.
Okay.
But they wish to build this kind of spiritual city.
Yes.
City.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
How your rabbit doing?
They all dead already.
Yeah? Oh, man.
3 new
ones, huh? Yeah. Wow. Look at that. They're having a party, huh? Ooh.
Every day.
They have things better than I have. I don't have this salad in my house. Yeah. They eat better than I do. Yum, yum. Send my love to them.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
My family used to have rabbit before, my father, yeah? I used to feed them yam leaves, sweet potato leaf, yeah, and water spinach, like that.
Эрхэм үзэгчдээ өнөөдрийн багаар ажиллах сэтгэлтэй лекцийн 1-р хэсгийг багш шавийн шүтэлцээгээр үзэж бидэнтэй хамт байсанд баярлалаа. Supreme Master телевизтэй хамт байж эерэг хөтөлбөрүүдэд үргэлжлүүлэн үзээрэй. Одоо ариун байхын утга учир Сократын үзэл Xenophon-ы тэмдэглэл 2-р хэсэг мэрэгэн сургаалаар гарна. Та бүхэн ертөнцийн хамгийн ариун хайр бүрээр ажиллагдах болтугай. May you be blessed with all the purest love in the universe. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/BND.
Have you ever thought about being a bird?
Yeah? Of all God's creatures, I am happy that I am a bird.
Everything's fine. When you see these friends having so much fun, you just can't help wishing you were one of them, can you?
Everything's always fine with that bird.
It dawns on me you haven't met the colorful creatures of Paradise Island.
We're all part of each other here.
Outside we'd be like wild birds, having to fend for ourselves.
Why didn't I listen? Prima does mean number one.
I hear that on the outside, they actually eat creatures, even birds.
And how would we ever get to sleep without Mom's lullaby?
Hey, we live here too! Me! No! Me too! You mean me too? No! Me too!
We mustn't forget the most important person here, Mom.
Birds of Paradise, just winging it. Based on true tales of Supreme Master Qinghai and her feathered family. Birds of a feather, everyone. Get it now on DVD.
Mom has created a paradise no one would dream of leaving.
I concur. This is the best of all possible worlds.
Prima, wouldn't you agree?
With what?
That no one would ever dream of leaving Paradise Island.
Well, if we left,